Be
Wonderful.
prepared to go live. Just give me 2 seconds and then I'll tell you when you can go.
Learners, should you have any questions, please raise your hands. I'll attend to you. Otherwise, leave notes or questions using the chat option. And then I'll look at your chat if I have time at the end of the lesson. Right. Should you have any questions?
Okay, we can go live. 112 students.
112.
12.
That is huge. Okay. It's not 9 as yet, but can I start, or should I wait for another 2 minutes?
No, we can start. There's enough students.
Sorry?
We can start. We are live on YouTube.
Okay. Okay. Morning, everyone. My name is Andile Zondi, or Mr. Andile Zondi to you. I'll be doing mathematics grade 8. This is my first lesson. So I know that I think last week you did a bit of maths. So we start by revising last week's work before we proceed to this week's work. We'll be looking at term 2 work for grade 8 maths. And we're starting today with algebraic expressions. Otherwise, we're looking at expressions for algebra. Okay, you can also get hold of me on my Twitter handle at andile_zondi1. Okay, let us start. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. At the end of today's lesson, you should be able to do the following. First of all, recognize and identify conventions. Conventions are ways for writing algebraic expressions. Secondly, you should be able to recognize and interpret rules or relationships represented in symbolic form. Thirdly, you should be able to identify variables and constants in given formulae and equations. Okay, all of these terms are probably confusing for some of you. So before I proceed, I'll first explain words like algebraic expressions and so on. Okay, so my terms. Okay, first of all, algebra. What is algebra? Algebra is a part of maths in which letters and other symbols are used to represent numbers. Let me get my pen here as well. Right? So basically in algebra, we use letters to represent numbers. Okay, an expression. Basically, this is a collection of symbols, right? And numbers that jointly express a quantity. For an example, 2x plus 1. Okay, let's say in your class there's 5 boys, okay, there's 10 boys and 20 girls. Okay, for 20 boys, right? Okay, let's say 30 girls. Let me change 30 girls. There's a class of 20 boys and 30 girls. Okay, my handwriting is not that great, but I'm trying. So you can basically use numbers and symbols to represent this statement. You can say, let's say, let B represent boy and G represent girls. Okay. So you can write this as an expression, right? To say 20B, right, plus 30G. So basically, this is an expression, meaning there's a class, in a class there's 20 boys and 30 girls. Notice I'm using numbers and letters, right? Because this is algebra. So this is called an expression. Okay, next, variable, a quantity that is able to assume different numerical values, right? For example, A, B, C, D, and so on. right? Okay, so for example, with, let's say there's two classes with 20 boys and 30 girls, right? So you can basically substitute B for 2, right? And G for 2. So you'll have 2 times 20, that is 40, plus 30 times 2, that is 60. All in all, that is 100. So in other words, these are variables because these can represent any numbers, right? A variable is something that those are variables. We usually use letters like A, B, C, X, Y, Z, right? To, okay, hand is up. Okay, host, please unmute the learner with the hand up. Hello? Hello?
I tapped by mistake, sorry.
Okay, no, I was a bit surprised there. I was a bit surprised. Okay, so these are variables. So A, B, C, E, F, G, X, Y, Z, those are all variables, right? And then a constant. A constant is a quantity that does not change. For example, 1, 2, 3, and so on. If I have an expression that says X plus 2, X can change because X is a variable, right? But 2 cannot change, so 2 is a constant in this case, right? So that's what I mean by constant. By the way, if you have a number like this, 2 next to a variable like X, right? Or a coefficient, right? So this will be a coefficient. Okay, coefficient. Okay, let's carry on. What is an equation? Okay, this is also a statement, but this statement says two things are equal, right? For example, 2x plus 4 is equal to 10, right? So an expression and an equation are different in a sense that an equation has an equal sign. Right? There's an equal sign. So this tells us this is an equation. But in this case, there's no equal sign when you're speaking about expressions, right? So that's the difference between expression and an equation. Basically, an equation means the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, right? In this case, my variable, the question would be, what must your X be in order for the, you need to have 10 on the left, right? How do I get 10? Obviously, in this case, your X must be 3. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 4 is 10, right? So those are your terms that you must know. Okay, because we are revising, here is a short activity for learners. So I need all learners to have their pens ready, right? While we work through this equation, because we'll be working through this activity together, right? Okay, I need you to write an expression. I'll just show you what an expression is. An expression is something like this. This is an expression, right? Okay, here is a verbal description. I'm using words, and here I'm giving you hints, right, on what certain words mean. Okay, the first one says the sum of a number and 2, right? Remember, this is term 1's work, so you should know it, right? So when they say sum, they actually mean you're adding, right? Sum means you're adding. Okay, let me give you a couple of seconds, right? How would this expression look like, right? How would this expression look like? Okay, Andrews, someone Andrews is, okay, 2 hands are up. Host, please unmute one of the learners. Okay, 4 hands up.
Rosa.
Just one. Host, please unmute just one learner.
Sir.
I did.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hi there. Yes.
Sir, for number 1, it will be x plus 2.
Oh, okay. Okay, x plus 2. Excellent. All right. Okay, thank you very much. I need you guys to write your answers on your chat, right? And only raise your hands if you have questions, but well done. That is excellent, right? So a sum of a number plus 2 will be x. Okay, well done. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay. A number that is 5 more than y, right? A number that is 5 more than y, right? Here, a variable is given already to you. The variable is y. And here's a hint. A hint is when I say more than, they actually mean you're adding, right? So I need you learners to write on your chat, right? Write on your chat, don't raise your hands. Write on your chat and tell me what is the answer, right? So in this case, please write on your chat, not raise your hand. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, I see answers. Well done, okay. Just compare your answer to my answer, right? Okay. A number, okay. Yes, a number, in this case, it's y. We're told it's y. Okay, more than 5, that's 5. Okay, well done, learners. Okay, the next one. Next one is the difference between 2 and a number. The difference between 2 and a number. Here in this case, the difference means subtraction. When I say difference, I mean subtraction. Hopefully the hands are not up for answers because I need you learners to write your answers on your chat, right? Okay, here I actually have two answers. I have 2 minus x and x minus 2, right? Some are saying 2 minus y, right? Obviously, you can use anything as a variable. You can use n, you can use a, you can use b, right? But both of those answers are correct. So different, okay, the answer could be x minus 2, or could be 2 minus x. Okay, so I have very, very bright learners in this class. Okay, this is getting challenging. Okay, next one. It says a number increased by 7. A number increased by 7, right? Here, increase means we're adding, addition. Increase means we're adding. Okay, let me see if I have answers for this one, right? What are your answers? I'll look at my chat. Okay, some of you are using words. Don't write words. Just write symbols and variables and numbers only, right? Okay, wow, okay. I think everyone has the answer correct, almost everyone. Wow, okay. So obviously the correct answer is a number. It could be A, it could be B, it could be anything, but I like using X, right? So X increased by 7. So to increase, you're adding. So well done, learners. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, now for this one, the question says the product of 2 and a number. The product of 2 and a number. Here, the keyword is product. What does product mean? A product means we're multiplying, multiplication, right? Product means we're multiplying. Okay, learners, I need your answers. What are your answers, right? Give me your answers in your chat. Okay, 2x. Okay, 2xx, 2xy. Okay, 2 times x, 2 times a. Okay, 2 times b. Okay. Okay, I have a lot of answers. Wow, okay. That is wonderful. Okay, let us look. Okay. let's see D. I think we are writing our answers on a chat. Let's see D. I think you are giving me an answer. Okay, let's check. Product. Obviously, when I say product, it means we're multiplying, right? But the product of 2, in this case, a number 2, and a number. So a number could be X, right? But usually we don't. Usually let me erase this. Usually we don't write it as. Learners, I must say all of your answers are correct. Usually we don't write it as 2 times X, right? Rather, we write it as 2 X. Right? Just to make our lives easy. So I know there must be an X, right? So I prefer this format than this format. Okay, well done. Next question. A number that is a number, okay, this is challenging. A number that is half, right? The sum of 2 and 3. Okay, here the keyword, the sum, when you say sum, remember we're adding, right? Sum of 2 and 3. Okay, let me get your answers here. Please write your answers on your chat. Write your answers on your chat. Let me see your answers. Okay. Wow, okay. Here I have a number of answers. Okay, it's a challenging question. It's not easy. It's a bit challenging, right? But let's see if your answers are correct, right? Let's see if your answers are correct. A number, okay, let's say a number. Let me just say a number that is half the sum of 2 and 3. So the sum of 2 and 3 can be 2 plus 3, right? Okay, because you're halving it, we're dividing by 2, right? You can also say maybe X is equal to 2 plus 3 divided by 2, okay? So that is correct. Hopefully you guys can hear me, right? If you can't hear me, just write in the chat. I'll make a plan on this side. Okay, next one. The quotient. If X is divided by 2, right? Here, when they say quotient, they actually mean the answer of division is a quotient. So when you divide and you get the answer, that is a quotient, right? When you divide and get the answer, that is a quotient. So what is your answer here, right? Learners, please write your answers, right? Okay, if there are questions, I'll give an opportunity to ask at the end of this activity so that you can move forward. So what is your answer here? What is your answer here, learners? Right? The quotient if X is divided by 2. Right. Let's see your answers. Okay, excellent. Okay, sorry. Someone is saying my mic is lagging. Okay, but if you cannot hear me well, just follow what I'm doing. Just follow what I'm doing, right? Okay, someone says I'm breaking up. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. Okay, I see that you can't hear me well. Some of you are saying they can't hear me well, but I need to maybe check my modem. But since I'm teaching, maybe it's another time. As long as you can still hear me, that is what counts. Okay, a quotient of X divided. So basically, ants of x divided by 2, right? And lastly, a number that is decreased by 9. A number that is decreased by 9, right? So I need you guys to give me an expression of that. Decrease means, in this case, we're subtracting. Decrease means we are subtracting, right? Okay, wow. Okay, I have very smart learners in this class, right? Okay, I bet you guys get level 6s and 7s in maths, right? So the answer will be a number, in this case, x minus 9. Okay. Okay, if by any chance you did not get that, here are your answers, right? Here are your answers, written them nicely for you, right? Okay. Are there any questions on this particular activity, right? If there are no questions, if no one is raising their hand, then I'll move on, right? Learners, if my sound is lagging, okay. Host, please unmute just one learner. Hello. Hi. Hi there.
Zapio.
Oh, hello.
Pure.
I just wanted to ask about the quotient. I mean, about the third last question.
This one.
The one which says a number that is half the sum of 2 and 3.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Basically, that number is represented by this, right? A particular number, right? So one number is represented by what I've written on the right side. Say it's a number
Okay.
that is half the sum of 2 and 3, right? So a certain number is actually equal to the sum of 2 and 3. So you take your 2 and you add it to your 3 because we're looking at the sum. But since it's half, right, it's divided by 2, right?
Okay.
So some learners are saying 5 divided by 2. That is okay as well, right? But in this case, I wanted you to write it in this format because I can see your 2, right? I can see your 3, and I can see that it is halved, right? It is divided by 2. Okay, great question. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay, here again, here I've given you, okay, the hand is still up. Host, please unmute Lena with the hand up. Hi.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
I wanted to ask about the second last one.
This one, quotient.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll explain that. Okay, thank you for your questions. Okay, here, obviously, the word quotient, right, means an answer. So this is an answer of whatever they're talking about, right? But an answer when something is divided, right? Here is our verbal description. A quotient if x is divided by 2. So an answer if x, right, is divided by 2, right? So this is your quotient, right? So we'll write that expression as x divided by 2 because a quotient is an answer when you're dividing two values, right? Hopefully that explains it, right? Okay, now let's move on. So here we're looking at a flow diagram. Sometimes in exam they can give you a flow diagram, right? They can give you words and they want an expression. Okay, let's look at this first example, right? The first example says, okay, this is written in words. Multiply a number by 7 and add 4, right? So let's say a number in this case, let's say our number is P, right? So P multiplied by -7, right? That is the first part of your flow diagram. And then the next part, they say and, okay, and add 4. So the second part of the flow diagram is +4. Okay. But now when you're writing expression, we don't write it like this. We don't say P. We don't write it like this, right? Rather, we say -7P. This is a more appropriate way of writing it out. In this case, they showed you -7 times P plus 4. Okay, why plus 4? Because they said at 4. Right, there it is there. Okay, now very, very short question. And I need you learners to, sorry about that. I need you learners to write words. Right? To see whether you understand. I've given you an expression, 6 times T. Okay. 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 There's a question. Some learners raised their hand. Host, please unmute that learner. Hello there. Kai. Okay. Maybe they raised their hand by mistake. Okay. Please write this in words. Right. Please write this in words, and also construct a flow diagram. Right. Obviously, flow diagram is something like this. Flowing. For this expression, right? I need answers for here and here, right? Obviously, in this case, let me see if, okay, please write your answers in your chat. Okay, learners, I'll see if I can fix my internet connection tomorrow. For some learners are saying I'm slow for them, right? Okay, okay. TJ, host, please unmute TJ. Hi, TJ. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hello.
You have a question.
yeah. For the bottom one, for the expression, the last thing is that a 1.
This is a T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good question. It's a T, right? Okay. I've given you guys enough time. Just check your answers if they are same as mine. Obviously, this is 3, right? Plus 6 times the number, right? So your answer should have been 3 plus 3, 3 plus 6 times the number. So it's 3 plus, right? Then 6 times a number. In this case, it is T, right? So that is simple enough. Okay, now let's look at B. Now, B, they say the relationship between the brothers' age, which is T, this is T, by the way, right? And his sister's age is given by 8 plus T, right? So this is for the sister. Sister age can be calculated using 8 plus T, right? Then as remember, this is revision from last term. So all of you should know this. Here's a question. If the boy is 5 years old, right? Remember, T is equal to 5. Okay. How old is his sister? Please write your answer. Please show me how you got your answer and then write your answer on your chat. Okay. Okay, I'm getting answers here. I'm getting answers here, right? Someone has raised their hand. Mahomoti. Host, please unmute Mahomoti.
Sir, can you please slow down?
Oh,
'Cause, sir,
slow
you're
down.
breaking up and you
Okay.
can't-
Okay, I'll do that. I'll slow down.
Guys,
I'll
the
even
YouTube link will also be available, so you can rewatch this class for revision on YouTube. I'll send the link in the chat now.
Thank you, ma'am.
thanks for that. Thank you. Okay. Okay, here's your answer, right? So for the sister's age, right? Right. Obviously using that, so it will be 8 plus your t in this case is 5 plus 5, right? And then obviously 8 plus 5, the answer should be 13. Well done. Most of you got this one correct. So the sister is 13 years old and the brother is 5 years old, right? Okay, hopefully you guys are catching up. But if this is confusing you, you can just rewatch this, right, when I'm done. Okay, next question. Okay, here, remember, learners, we're looking at these objectives, right? Okay, now we're looking at recognizing and interpreting rules, right? Recognizing and interpreting rules, right? Okay, discuss the following, right? Okay, given the rule, right? The rule is also known as a general term. A general term. Okay, my handwriting is not great. General term. That is the rule, right? General term is a term that is used to get other terms. Okay. Okay, the rule is 2x plus y gives the sequence. The sequence is 3, 5, 7, 9, right? 3, 5, 7, 9, 8. Now they say explain in your own words. How will you determine the next number in the sequence, right? Okay, please write this answer on your chat, right? Please write this answer on your chat. Okay. Let me check your answers. Okay, at 2. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let us see your answers. Obviously, explain in your own words how you determine the next number in the sequence. In my own words, obviously, in this case, I have 3. How do I move from 3 to 5? Obviously, I need to add 2. Right? It must be the same throughout. By the way, this is called a constant difference. Constant difference. Okay. So in your own words, add 2 to the previous number. Okay, now let's look at B. Right? Okay. Pillay has hand up. Hi, Pillay. I think Sanika. Host, please unmute Sanika. Hello. Hello, Sanika. Okay, I think she or he raised his hand by mistake. I'm not sure if he or she, so forgive me for that. Okay, now Upi, which part of the rule there's a rule is a variable, right? Please write this in your chat. Which part is a variable? Which part is a variable? Okay. Okay. Obviously, a variable in this case, right? There's the rule. This one will be a variable, right? X will be a variable because it changes, right? You can substitute 1 for X, you can substitute 2 any number you want, depending on what is given, right? But notice for position 1, you probably said 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 and then you got 3, right? So obviously in this case, 1 represents position. That is very important that you understand that, right? So for this one, for 5, it will be 2, your formula, and then position 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so this one is position. Okay, let me just move on before I run out of time. Position. Okay. Okay, which part of the rule is the constant, right? Learners, which part of the rule is the constant? Which part of the rule is the constant? Okay. Okay, in this case, okay, well done. In this case, the constant is 1 because 1 does not change, right? There are 2 terms here, first term, second term. Okay, my internet connection is not great today, but hopefully tomorrow it will be okay, right? Okay, so this will be your constant. So there are your answers, right? Add to the previous number, x and 1. Okay. Next one, okay, activity 3. Remember, learners, we're still revising term 1's work, right? It says, consider this, okay, I want to tell you what this represents. Consider n to the power 2 for the sequence 1, 4, 9, 16, and answer the following questions, right? What does n to the power 2 represent? Okay, this is toughish. What does n to the power 2 represent? Right? What is it? Right? Please give me answers on your chat. What is n to the power 2, learners? What does it mean? Right? What does it represent? Okay. Okay, your answers are correct, right? The answers are correct, right? Okay, answers are correct. Here, basically, yeah, n to the power 2 is n. Okay, okay, maybe my picture was not clear, but this is the rule. Okay, I'll see the general term. Right? This is the rule of the general term, right? Okay, what does n represent? Okay, what does this n represent? Right? Okay, this is the rule or general term or the nth term. What does n represent? Right? Okay, let me get your answers. I think Caitlin. Okay, Caitlin has a question, right? Caitlin Smith has a question. Or Smith.
Can I answer the question?
Host, please. Hello. Hi, Caitlin.
Can I answer the question?
Want to answer the question?
Yeah, can I answer the question?
B.
N2
Yes, please.
yeah, B. N
Yes.
represents the number which for the sequence, the first one would be 1.
Second one, okay.
Yeah, the
Excellent,
second
well
one would
done.
be 2.
Well done, excellent. That is great, right? Thank you very much, well done. Okay, yes, so I can also
Can I ask a question about A?
Sorry?
Can I please ask a question about question A?
Okay, what is your question?
If the N and B represents the terms in the sequence, then N2, what does it represent?
No, basically
Because-
N2 is also known as a general term. It is the rule, right? The rule you use to get these values, right?
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it can be called the nth term, right? Sometimes it can be called a general rule or general term, rather, right? A general term. Okay, my handwriting is not great. Or it can be called the rule. Here, C says determine the
Talia has
fifth
got a question.
Sorry?
Talia now has got a question.
Okay. Please go ahead. Hello,
Okay, never mind.
Tyler. Okay. Okay, now in this case, I have less than 10 minutes left. Okay, in this case, I want to know what is the fifth term? What is the fifth term? There's an arrow there, right? Please calculate the fifth term. Okay, please write your answers on your chat, right? I see Caitlin has raised the hand, but Caitlin, please write your answer on your chat so that I can see. Right? Okay, maybe my maybe my internet connection is not great. Okay, yes, I'm getting your answers now, right? I'm getting your answers now. Okay. Ready has a hand up, right? Hi, Ready. Host, please unmute Ready. Hi, Ready. Ramora. Okay, let me move on. Obviously, most of you guys are correct. The answer is 25, right? How did you get 25? You use the rule, right? According to the rule, n is position. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Position 5. So it's 5 squared.
Austin, do you have a question?
25. Yes, please go ahead. Hello.
Never mind.
Okay. Let me move on to the next. Okay, by the way, here for 1, you got 1 by saying 1 squared is 1. 2, second
We've got
position.
5 minutes left.
Okay, thank you. Second position here, it's 2 squared is 4, right? 3 squared is 6, 4 squared is 16, and so on, right? Okay, let me move on. Okay, you're actually done. Okay, there was a learner with the hand up, right? There was a learner with the hand up. I didn't get his or her name. Please unmute them. Hello. Hi.
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 So basically what this means, hi.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Bule. Oh, so basically what this means is that the numbers are squared, right?
Yes. The position. Remember, n represent position.
Yes,
so
that.
position, you need to square like 1. For example, 1 squared.
So what?
Yes. Carry on.
So what this means? So what this means is that you have to multiply the number by itself to get the
Yes.
next variable.
Yes, that is true. Right.
Okay, so
That is correct.
okay,
right.
Thank you.
A pleasure. Okay, so we're basically we're done with the 35 minutes remaining. I want you guys to go over today's activity, redo the activities by yourselves at home, right? And then those who have their workbooks, okay, all learners, okay, I see 2 hands are raised, right? Host, please unmute one of the learners.
I'll mute them now.
Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe they raised their hand by mistake. Okay. Please use your workbooks, right, that you got from school, the DPE workbooks, right? The first one, go to page 63. Do number A to C, A, B, and C. Or if you have access to the SASOL booklet, okay, page 117, number 1. Okay, if you don't have this, you can basically go to the website, the Department of Basic Education website. And then there'll be a link for this book. But I highly recommend workbooks. Right? If you don't have this, don't worry. Just use workbooks. Should be covered. Okay, take home message. in the next few minutes if I'm done. Okay, just remember that we write 2x, right? Instead of writing 2 times x, right? And we write 2 times 2 in this format. We all start with the coefficient, then a variable, right? So avoid writing like this, right? Avoid writing like this. Rather write like this, as I've showed you. Okay, I see there are 3 hands raised. Host, please unmute one of the learners, and then I have 3 minutes left. Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe this was raised by mistake. Okay, obviously, for more information, you can obviously use the Department of Basic Education website, right? And then this is basically where you get materials, right? Okay, so this is basically all for today.
Term by itself.
Hi.
So,
Oh, hello. Hi. Okay, I have 2 minutes left. For more information, learners, please go onto our website, info@africateengeeks.co.za. You can also use Facebook and YouTube at our social media platforms at Africa Teen Geeks, or these 2 hashtags, right? Okay, there's still learners with hands up. In the next 1 minute that is remaining, I'll just request the host to unmute just one learner if possible, right? Hello? If not possible, Komoti.
so
Yes.
I wanted to ask, what if you have access to a platinum textbook? Can we use
platinum.
it?
Okay, that is good as well. Okay, you just need to look for expressions, right? For algebraic expressions, right? And then look for activities similar to what we did today, right? But
Yes,
all
sir.
learners should have workbooks. Komoti, don't you have a workbook?
I do, sir.
Yeah, please use your workbook, right? It
Yes,
is
sir.
the first thing that you should first do before you look at your textbooks, right?
Yes,
Obviously, you can
sir.
use any textbook, but start by using your workbooks, right? Okay, learners, that is all for today, right? I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, right? Hopefully tomorrow our internet connection will be okay, right? Thank you very, very much. It was lovely being with you for today. See you again tomorrow. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.